Johnny Murray here, and welcome to a brand new video. Today we are going to be discussing my top 5 personal, what I think are the most underrated games in our industry today. Now, I didn't mean to do it. I just wrote down my top 5, and I realized all of these games are current gen games. They have released from late 2020 onward, and I think the reason this is my list is because, well, first of all, they were coming around a time where, you know, PS5 just launched, Xbox Series X just launched, some of the big blockbuster AAA games are coming out, and some of these games kind of just went overlooked. Now, granted, some of these didn't come out around that time, but they are still relatively have the same reasoning of why I think they're underrated. So let's jump in, starting off with number 5. Now, I'm gonna say this, alright? I'm gonna say it, and you are gonna be like, really? Like, really? Yes. Okay. So, coming in number 5 is new Pokemon Snap. Yes, exactly. You had the reaction I pretty much thought you were gonna have. Yes, you take pictures of Pokemon, but that's exactly what makes this game so great. A lot of people look at this game and be like, you just take pictures of Pokemon. I don't want to play a game where you just take pictures. Well, first of all, that's awesome. Second of all, there's way more to it than that. And third of all, when you really look at it, it has a very interesting story for the game that it is. It's got great visuals, some of the best Pokemon visuals ever. It's got some nice music, and the gameplay is just fine. Yeah, the way they make you take pictures is just really entertaining and really fun to do. And I can't tell you any other way other than to just please try it yourself. That is the only way you are going to even come close to understanding how good the game is. It's not by any means, and I've said this multiple times, and I've held by it since 2021, since it came out in April of 2021. It's not the best Pokemon game by any means, nowhere close, but it is the best Pokemon experience that you can have. From seeing the behaviors of all the different Pokemon to seeing different worlds and biomes, it's just so, like, true Pokemon experience, let me tell you. So please, if you haven't given it a try, please just, throw out the fact, all you do is take pictures. But that's not the only thing you do, so throw that out the window, give it a try, telling you will love it. Moving on to spot number 4, we have a game that I overlooked at one point, and is now one of my favorite games of all time. That game is the PS5 exclusive Returnal. Returnal, developed by House Marquee, man. God, they did such a good job with this game. So when this game was first announced back in 2020 of June or July, I think it was June, I was like, okay, it looks okay, you know, it's whatever. I might give it a try, I might not. Well, it came out in April of 2021, and I decided I wasn't gonna get it. I wasn't gonna play it because I really just wasn't interested in it. That's just the truth. I had no interest in playing it. I didn't think it was gonna be all that great. When it came out, you know, I saw it got good reviews, and yeah, I was like, okay, cool. But I still just kind of neglected it. Then come Black Friday of 2021, 8 months later, I finally decide, you know what? I'll give it a try. People have nonstop been talking about how great this game is. I'll give it a try. I picked it up. I started the game. I was like, okay, this is pretty neat. Then I got further. I was like, okay, this is pretty cool. And then I finished the entire opening segment. It flashed the title, and I was like, okay, I made the biggest mistake ever when it comes to playing a video game. The fact that I thought the game was going to be bad, I didn't have any interest in it, I completely overlooked it, was such a mistake, because the game is now one of my favorites of all time. The game is so fun, too. It's fast. super action-packed combat and gameplay to its, oh man, the story and all the lore in it is incredible. Audio, I mean, it's good. It's audio. And then the visuals. Jesus, this game's visuals. Not necessarily it's the most realistic thing in the world, but Jesus, it is so flashy, so much color. It's, yeah, man. Give this game a try. I know it's in my underrated games because it's only sold maybe more than 1 million, like, copies. For a big PlayStation exclusive, that is terrible. Especially for a game that's of this quality. I know it's a new IP, and at the time, House Monkey wasn't a first-party studio, but still, this game should have way more copies. Like, yeah, just please get this game to like 5 million copies. Even that would be amazing. But for it to maybe only have 1 million is just not enough. The game is underrated. Please give it a try. Coming in at third place is a game where I will admit has some things that it deserves the criticism that it's been given. I completely understand that, but I also think it's gotten completely overlooked due to the time it came out and critics. Critics gave it a really bad rep, and a bunch of fans just kind of chose to skip out on it. And that is Godfall. Godfall is the very first ever looter slasher game, or hack and slash looter game. And the biggest problem with this game is, number one, at the time of when it launched, it didn't have much content, and there wasn't much variety in the actual looting itself. Therefore, for a looter game, it kind of feels bare bones. Now, the gameplay itself was, God, the gameplay is the best part of the entire game, hands down. The story, I actually really enjoyed the story as well. Visually, the game is beautiful. And now there's way more content in the game. It's been updated a ton. They fixed a lot of the issues. DLCs come out. Give it a try because I love the game even when it first came out. I love the game. I did understand the criticism it got, but I still think it is a fantastic game. So please give this game a try if you haven't already, because it is awesome. Moving on, coming in as our runner-up is The Pathless. The Pathless is an indie PlayStation exclusive, I'm pretty sure. And this is basically a nice game with a really cool art style that you kind of just run really fast and shoot a bow and arrow, but the world, the exploration, it has some pretty good puzzles to do in the game. It's just really fun to fight these big monsters running at such a fast pace. You almost feel like a speedster at times, and shooting your bow, trying to figure out how to destroy these different opponents, from traveling across the map with your bird. It really is just a really fun game that I think should be played by more. I don't hear this game being talked about a lot, and it kind of saddens me because the game is really, really awesome. It is such a great game. So give it a try. Granted, at the time it came out, it did have a pretty steep price tag with $40. I'm not sure. I mean, it's worth the $40 because it's a great game, but like, I could see where $40 can definitely be a turnoff for a game like that. So, but I got it when it was on sale. So granted, yeah, I had the same issue. I'm not sure if I wanted to pay $40, but knowing how good the game is now, I would happily pay that $40 to play the game. So give it a try. But coming in as what I think is the most underrated game currently, when I made this list, there has never been a more clear number one to me. Like, I made this list because of this game. I was thinking about the game and I was like, man, this game is so underrated, and I need to make a video on this. So I made this video that you're watching, top 5 most underrated games. That game is Immortals Fenyx Rising. I hate the people. I don't necessarily say hate. Hate's a strong word. I do not like when people say this looks like an Assassin's Creed mixed with Breath of the Wild clone. Granted, yeah, there are similarities, but that's how just the world works. People take inspiration from things all the time. But the reason this game gets overlooked is for that specific reason. People look at it and it's like, it's just going to be another one of those Breath of the Wild clones, but made by the Assassin's Creed developers. No thanks. No. This game does something on its own completely, and it crushes every box that you could possibly want. The humor, the story, the emotions, the characters, the world, the gameplay. Oh god, the gameplay. The visuals. Oh god, the visuals. Everything about this game is amazing. Even the music is so spot on. Please, I can't say this enough. The game is not a masterpiece, I'll say that. It's not perfect. There are some things that could improve on the game. But it is so good. It is so good. You need to understand. Play the game. It goes on sale a lot because it's a Ubisoft game. Ubisoft games go on sale all the time. Give it a try. I promise you will love it. You will love it. Austin, if you're watching this video, please try it. Please. I know you'll love it. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed it, definitely leave a like. Let me know what you guys think are some of the most underrated games out there right now. I'll see you in the next one. Johnny Muir out. Peace.